Matt Chapman is the CEO of SBFM, one of the UK and Ireland's fastest growing soft FM service providers. We joined Matt to talk about his unconventional career path to FM CEO and his passion for helping frontline colleagues advance their careers. Please introduce yourself and tell us about your background.
Hey, I'm Matt Chapman. I'm Chief Executive Officer at SBFM, a soft services facilities management company based in the north of England. So my background is from Yorkshire, West Yorkshire. Mum's Jamaican, a bit of Brazilian ancestry. My dad's a true English Yorkshireman. And I grew up in a very working class part of Bradford and went on to eventually get into private school and then did a degree in law and criminology. But yeah, the first job was call centre, credit card calling, reading a script, and to my left and right was people from all walks of lives, people from different countries, all trying to start their career journey in the UK. Following that, I went into a marketing job for BMW, still was hunting to be a sports agent, but needed to pay the bills, and went into a marketing job, BMW, which then progressed into a partnerships role in media sales and advertising at a Guardian newspaper. And ultimately, it just opened a door, which was a contact of mine who had helped get a job in sports at Manchester United, said, do you know what? I know somebody at Arsenal Football Club, which is a team I support, and he said, go for it. Introduced me and I got a job working as what was called a premium consultant, which was finalising the stadium move from Highbury to the Emirates, and then moved into corporate sales, setting up restaurants, looking at memberships, and then later representing some of the families of some of the footballers. So then I kind of at that point got my first intro to what I thought would be like sports agency, but actually it was really built environment. It was all about facilities management. It was the experience when someone walked into that property, into that stadium. I didn't even realise that facilities management was a thing at that point. And then I just met this entrepreneur who had a FM company and wanted to do great things. And that company was called Servest. And I joined them and we had a magical journey. And it grew and it became Italian, Servest, and is now known as OCS and going from strength to strength. And it was at that point where the next step for me was from being a board director there, where I wanted the ambition of being a CEO, and I took an opportunity at a northern-based company called SBFM, which is Sustainable Business Facilities Management, where I currently am Chief Exec.
What are your career highlights?
Career highlights so far has been proving to myself I can do what is the Chief Exec role, which is a skill stack, and a lot of the experiences I'd had through life and in career and education all brought into one. I think that's my largest achievement, because there was a point in time where someone had said, you don't really have what it takes to be a chief exec, because it was heavily weighted to what you'd expect from people from the finance profession. The second point of that was getting into the role and transforming a business that was a very good FM company into what we believe is a stronger brand presence, but also growing, scaling, and ensuring that we still do right by people and the planet. So it's keeping that integrity, that ESG strategy front of mind, but still delivering for the ownership and the fact that it is a business that needs to make profit. And what I would say, just lastly to that, is just still an achievement being in the role and still being me, authentic, accessible. I don't think I've changed from that younger man who moved to London all those years ago and was just trying to start out in the career. So it's been able to show that you don't have to change who you are to have a leadership role like this.
What do you enjoy about working in FM?
So what do I love about working in FM? Having not really known about it, once I'm in it, I love the fact that you go behind the scenes of properties. You see the inner workings of things like the Natural History Museum and realise it's not just what you see as someone going into the museum from the public. There's so much more going on. And so I love that side. I love the history of some of the buildings we get to see. But I think my biggest one is the people you meet, because there's not many careers where you can literally meet someone from any part of the world who have come in and they're working hard, and there's this kind of common thread of ambition. You want to provide a service to that other people's experience. So there's a little bit of selflessness in FM. If you work in FM, you are giving to others for their experience. I think that's just great.
After your recent CEO of the Year win, you said you wanted to set a precedent of change across the FM industry. Can you tell us more about this?
You can help have commercial efficiency, make profit, and still do the right thing by people. And where I was thinking in that statement is the industry has been for years felt internally a race to the bottom. It's actually been dictated by commercial discussions and needs from our clients' perspective. And there's been a real openness of acceptance to some of these measures, to the point now where in many contracts I see outside of our company are clients who want the lowest possible pay rate for their hardest job, arguably, if we're talking cleaning, and in a reduced form of hours, and that's where it becomes unsustainable. And I want to set a precedent where actually, no, you can actually be true to yourselves and say, oh, we're the specialists, we're the experts in this industry, and we can advise a client how to still get commercial efficiencies, but actually how to do right by people and make sure that the environment that people are working within, or be it guests or people who are going to cinemas or shopping centres, are still getting the experience that they would expect. And I'm trying to just really make sure that this industry is protected and that it's bold, that we can say, no, actually, we don't need to accept the lower cost because it cannot be delivered to your expectation.
Can you tell us more about the SBFM Evolve program and how it helps to uncover, recruit and train hidden talent?
It's born out of just opportunities for people. There's stories that people shared within the business which related to that time when someone believed in them and got to know them and just gave them a chance that helped them springboard their career. And the ethos is currently, let's say our business has 9,000 frontline colleagues. The ethos is how many of them would love the chance to go and progress their careers, that, you know, so may not want to stay as a cleaner. The Evolve program enables people to be seen and heard, helps them build out their profile. So I'm talking like a CV as they're developing. So think things like, I'm a cleaner who's attending on time every single day, and we give the kudos to that. I'm a cleaner who hits the right audit scores and the building users love me. Also, I speak multiple languages and I'm learning these courses. So we're helping them build out their profile. The end game is really kind of strange, which some people can't get their head around, but it is, we want the ones who want to progress and can't do it with our business to progress elsewhere. So we're saying we're celebrating their attrition. But at the same time, we have loads of clients who are going, oh, it's coming up to Christmas and we need more retail sales advisors, or we have cinemas who need people to be kind of their front desk or meeting and greeting people. And more often than not, that comes at a higher pay rate than what sometimes we can offer with our partnerships with our clients. So I say, well, look, we've got these people who've got great attitude, they want to progress. A lot of them are working in your properties, so they understand your values, your culture, the flow of the building, and you've got vacancies. Why don't you give them the opportunity? At the same time, the leadership team at SBFM have reached out to various different partners who have people who are desperately trying to get into employment. So thinking people coming out of the military, people coming out of the prisons as ex-offenders, even down to some football academies on those footballers who gambled everything on being a footballer professionally paid and didn't make it. Where do they go? And guess what? There's a career in FM and we can help that journey.